Welcome to the N1 Platinum Show. I'm your humble host, and today we're going to be going through the January 2015 Elemental Hero deck. Okay, guys, this is what I got for you. Got 3 Elemental Hero Alias, 3 Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Before you turn away and switch the channel, just keep watching for the reason why I have him in here. 3 Fire Hands, 3 Ice Hands, and that's it for the monsters. Now for spells, we got Miracle Fusion, Parallel World Fusion, 3 Reinforcement of the Armies, Emergency Call, 3 Gemini Sparks, 2 Pada Dualities, 2 Night Beams, A Hero Lives, Snatch Steal, 2 Hidden Armories, and before you switch away again, keep watching, Raigeki. That's it for the spell cards. Now for the trap cards, we got 2 Time-Space Trap Holes, 2 Dimensional Prisons, a Torrential Tribute, Compulse Evacuation Device, Solemn Warning, and Trap Stun. That's it for the trap cards. Now for the extra deck, we got 2 Elemental Hero The Shining, we have 2 Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, 1 Elemental Hero Nova Master, and then Elemental Hero Great Tornado, Elemental Hero Escuridao, Elemental Hero Gaia, Elemental Hero Trinity, Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon, Heroic Champion Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja, Silent Honor Arc number 101, Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, and number 82 Heartland Draco. That's it for the extra deck. Now, the notable things about the monsters would have to be that the reason why I went with Destiny Hero Diamond Dude is that it actually opens up the door to getting out Escuridao. It increases the speed of the deck drastically, because one of the things that hero decks have lacked in the past, or at least recently, is the speed department, and he speeds it up a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I only put in 1 Emergency Calls, because there's only 3 targets, and I put in 3 Reinforcement of the Army simply because, you know, this isn't running Bubble Man, this isn't running any other kind of hero, so that also targets the Destiny heroes, so it's just changing the ratios up a bit. I put in the Gemini Sparks, 3 of them, even though there's only 3 targets, simply because you will be you will have Alias in your hand a lot. And then other things about the spell cards in this deck right here, as I can show you by taking these out. Okay, 3 Miracle Fusions. This card works really well. I mean, he basically works with Alias in the graveyard. You pop stuff out, but the thing is, you can use this as, you know, bring the cards back into your deck, so you could possibly use another reinforcement on it. Just brings it back to life. It would be great to run more than 1 copy of this, but you do not want it to be a dead draw. So only put 1 copy, but it is epic in this build. And then, yeah, the Gemini Sparks. And then Pada Duality is just for consistency. It's just so you don't have as many clogged hands. And then Night Beams. It's becoming a very popular card. It's $8 on eBay right now. It's totally worth it just because your opponent can't chain to it. And that's one of the biggest issues that people have had with MST, is that people can just use the card for free anyway, unless it's something like Deep Prison or anything of that nature. And then I would say, yeah, Hero Lives, only 1 copy in here, because you only have 3 copies of a card to go off of. You might only really get to use them once. You might be able to use it more than once, though, or may be able to use it more often than not because of Parallel World, which is pretty cool. And then Snatch Steal, that being unbanned is, of course, you know, a staple. Now, here's what I believe is, you know, I'd call it controversial to have these cards in here, but Hidden Armory, it fills up your graveyard, and it just allows you to abuse Snatch Steal. I mean, it's kind of a fad for my decks to where I'm leaning towards the idea of running Hidden Armor, 2 copies of Hidden Armor along with this, just because if you don't have this, I mean, this deck doesn't need to normal summon all the time, because you can special summon here and there, so giving up your normal summon isn't bad. And then, of course, Raigeki, you know, instead of Dark Hole, You could easily set it out for other cards if you don't want to use it. Okay, and then for discussion for the trap cards, what I got here. Basically, 2 Chaos Time Space Trap Holes. They're $20 a piece last I checked, but that was a couple weeks ago. But Blackhorn Heaven used to be my favorite trap card, but now Time Space Trap Hole is definitely my favorite because, you know, anything that comes out bounces back. I mean, unless it says this card cannot be removed from the field or, you know, by your opponent's card effects, which I believe there's only like 3 monsters in the game that have that effect. One's ancient and the other 2 I don't remember, but this gets rid of anything. It's just a good staple for, you know, a deck that isn't heavily archetype run, you know. I mean, there's a lot of hero cards in here, but it's not just full-blown hero, you know, which isn't a bad thing. And then 2 D-Prison, you know, as I said, you know, it's good for... It's just good to fill in the trap lineup with some other cards such as this. It makes you less predictable, and also... I mean, it works just... It's basically 2 more copies of this, except they already got it out. I mean, Torrential Tribute helps clear the field. Compulse, it does the same thing these do. So you're running like 5 of this style of card. Solemn Warning, that just gets rid of a card that isn't invincible, but just makes your life less painful. And then Trap Stun is to prevent cards like this from hurting you, but you could also easily side it out. Now, for the extra deck here... what we have to look at. Okay, 2 Elemental Hero Shining, pretty standard for this style of build. He is basically your boss monster. He's very powerful. You get all your removed cards back into your hand, so you can use Miracle Fusion more, which is epic. You definitely want to get him out when you can. And you can because, you know, you've got Heroic Champion Excalibur to play with, you know, for the light material. You've got Exciton Knight. You've got Alias, possibly as another light material, or another The Shining, and such. And you got 2 Absolute Zeros. This is the card you want to pull out the other half of the time. He blows up your opponent's field, you know, pretty explanatory. Nova Master, he just helps you get to other key cards faster. Gaia and Great Tornado add diversity. I love Great Tornado. The art's really cool. Okay, and then Escaradao, you're able to pull him out because of Diamond Dude actually being a thing in here. He's a pretty sweet card. Now, Elemental... Okay, Vision Hero Trinity. This guy's really cool simply because his attack power is doubled when he's summoned, and he can attack 3 times. So if your opponent has a monster that can't be destroyed by battle on his field, which is kind of rare, but I mean, even if they have 3 face-up monsters, you're going to win that game. So that's why I put him in here, just for, you know, you can play Trap Stun, pull this guy out. They are going down. And then Exceed Dragon, that's just for if you have 2 level 4s and you want to get Dark Material for Veridao or what have you. You just plow him over with this. And then we got Heroic Champion Excalibur. You know, he can double his own attack power. I mean, lots of powerful monsters in this build. And then Blade Armor Ninja, you can attack twice. He's pretty sick. And then he also... Pulling him out allows you to pull out, like, I'd say pull him out early game, and so you can get Great Tornado out. Helps keep your opponent's field clear. And then 101 Arc, just for those situations. You got Exciton Knight. And then you have right here, Heartland Draco. I thought about putting Gaga Cowboy, but this guy, I just feel like he's more versatile, because Gaga Cowboy will only last 1 turn. If you're in the position where your opponent has 800 or less life points, then you should have 1 already. I mean, there's something, this guy, he's able to do the same thing that Gaga could, you know, just play Trap Stun or just attack directly when their field is open or what have you. But the point is that you want to have Earth Monster. It doesn't matter if you use this guy or Cowboy. I prefer this guy just because of his aggressive nature. This way you're able to pull out Gaia. You know, you need to have at least 1 Earth Monster in there. Okay, so that's it for the extra deck. This has been the N1 Platinum Show. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out my channel and subscribe, and also check out my Patreon page if you feel so inclined, and see you guys next time.